More talking about snow.
Is it okay if I drink my coffee?
Of course.
What?
Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Seal, Be Amazing podcast right here with the Multifamily Milers. We're going to talk about that today. My friends, how are you?
Excellent.
Cold.
How are you, Seal?
We're all trapped in Charlotte in our homes right now. And trapped's
We're-
probably not the right word, just from the snowstorm.
No, trapped is the right word
Trapped is
for if
yeah,
you have
Is that
children that are
appropriate?
small.
yeah. Trapped is
Trapped
the
is the right
appropriate
word.
word.
All right, who's done snow angels besides me?
Who did
No.
what?
A snow angel. Did you do one?
I mean, I threw one of my kids out the back garage door, and so they became a snow angel.
Yeah. The kids have done snow angels. I have not. I did ride the four-wheeler though with Bladen on the back, riding in the tube, and he flipped off of it. So that was fun.
Like purposely? Or you flipped it?
No, I didn't purposely flip him. I was going slow at first because I've never driven the four-wheeler before. So I was going slow at first, and then all of a sudden I like got the hang of it. So I started going fast, and then all of a sudden it felt really light, and I was like, wow, I'm going really fast. And I turned around and he's completely in the back, flipped over, snow is everywhere. And I was like, oh, it's because I lost him. He was fine though, but yeah.
Not to go
He
back
was
to
like,
snow,
Mom!
not to go back to snow stuff, but if I had a four wheeler, I would 100% have something on the front that could push snow. I would have a blade, or I would have a big, piece of lumber, but I would make that thing into a snow plow.
No, they've just been riding their four-wheelers around the house.
Do you put a sled behind it?
So we don't have like a sled or anything, so they like ratchet strapped a tube to it.
Oh, fun. Now,
Like
see, that's what I'm talking about. I would be so down for that.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun.
Yeah. So it was fun. But no snow angels.
Omar, that's why you clear your driveway, because when people like Dara start doing this stuff, the ER are going to get busy.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I could start making runs for all the people in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan's at the ER today. I knew he was going in today, and I was like, ooh, you're going to have a busy day today.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
The next couple of days will be busy. Omar, you're quiet. What have you been doing?
So yesterday was just enjoying doing absolutely nothing, and then today got out and like I said, we're cleaning out the off the driveway, and my son was doing snow angel, so he was taking advantage of the nice powder and just plopping down. Even when I'm sitting there trying to clear it out, he's like, "No, this is the good space right here," and he's just all the foyer energy. And we're just like, "Yeah, man, you get that out right now," because we've been inside all day yesterday.
Well, that's what I feel bad is when you have little kids, like it's a lot because you have to entertain them. I think being out in the snow is great, but I mean, how long do they stay out? Like, what's the longest they stay out now?
Today
We were out for probably about an hour and a
Yeah.
half, somewhere in there.
Yesterday they didn't last more than 10 minutes because they
Really?
couldn't see because everything was coming down.
Alright,
They'd
here's
go
my
out for
question.
10 minutes, come in, go out for 10 minutes, come back in. Today they lasted like a good hour.
Dara, so I wouldn't do it yesterday because I just assumed they would get soaking wet. Didn't the kids get wet from the top down with the snow
Yeah.
on them?
Yeah, for sure.
Pass.
You didn't let yours go outside?
No.
But they're out today.
Yeah. Because there's nothing coming down. It's all,
Yeah,
getting wet from the feet up.
this is true.
Okay. Well, and the sun's out too. That makes it a little bit warmer too, because yesterday was pretty cold.
I don't
Yeah.
like my kids soggy.
Right. Well, that would just be that would just be a mess altogether.
Right.
And see, I'll tell you something kind of funny. Like the only reason we had the gear to go out today is because we're going to go visit my wife's business partner up in Stowe, Vermont. So we had just like bought all the stuff. Otherwise, we would have not been prepared for this at all. Like none of the layers underneath, no boots for the kid. Like the only reason we had anything is because we got a trip in a week and a half. So that worked out very nicely.
That is great. That was super smart, and you didn't even know it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I was like, let's try
All
it
right.
out.
So here's my question to everyone. How many of us believed that we were really going to get dumped on like that?
I did not.
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Not
We
after
go to
last.
the grocery store at the last minute.
Oh yeah, we had to go. Yeah, I had to do an emergency Walmart order because I like while the snow was coming down, I was like,
Bring
"Oh
it.
crap, I need milk."
They bring it to you?
Yeah,
Okay.
before the snow like fully started.
What time
But
was that? Yesterday?
yesterday? No, it was like Saturday night. Or no, not Saturday night. I'm sorry, Friday night.
Okay. We went to the store Friday at like 8:30 because that's usually when we do our store runs and stuff. And like
PM or
nothing was
AM?
there. Nothing was there. No produce, nothing.
Yeah, we
I was
we went
shocked.
to we live in like a smaller neighborhood, so there's a Food Lion right here, and they had milk. So we hit the
You're all
jackpot.
set.
They had milk and eggs and bread. So we were like, yeah. So it's okay to procrastinate. Sometimes it just always works out. So then you continue to procrastinate.
Right.
That's
Well,
the
I
takeaway.
procrastinated and I had kicked myself because the week before I was all prepared because we
Yeah.
were prepared for ice. I was more concerned about ice than I was
Me
snow.
too. Yeah.
And so you're all prepared and then we get it and I'm like, that's it? Like that's all we got?
Yeah.
And then the second one came around, I was like, they're not serious, are they really?
Yeah.
And
Did
then-
y'all see it's supposed to snow again on Wednesday?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
What do you think? We have a race on Saturday.
I know.
You're doing it.
We have a race this Saturday and next Saturday.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna see.
good luck to us on that.
Do you
Who
think they'll
thought they were
cancel
going to
it?
be able to run yesterday?
No, I didn't run.
No. Who thought they were going to be able to?
Oh, you. Hey, listen, we already. So
Denial.
Omar texted me like last week, and he's like, "Seal, it's gonna be 20 degrees. I'm out for the frigid run." I
Yeah.
hadn't signed up yet, and I was like, "Dude, me too." Like, I just after we
What?
did the race in December, I was like, "No way."
I love it cold.
Me too. I like running in the cold. Yeah.
Interesting. See, I like it warm, but I think next weekend is supposed to be warmer. I thought, is it not?
No, it's supposed to be like 30 degrees, I think, for the next like 2 weeks. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me look.
Well, that-
What do you think? You think they'll cancel that race on the 7th?
Nah.
No,
I don't think they'll cancel it unless we've got ice or snow again.
I think we'll be fine with the cold.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think they'll hold out for it.
Yeah, it should be fine. It'll be good.
Okay, well, this leads us into what we're talking about, which is the runs and the walks and all the things with Multifamily Milers. We started as a group last year. We are slowly building. We have yet, well, I think, Dara, I think you're the only one that's done a race this year. Are you the only one that's done one so far?
No, I did the
Oh,
the
that's
yeah.
right. No, you did, Omar, both of y'all then. Both of y'all did a run.
Yeah.
Because you did, Omar, you did the Mount Afton Challenge. And Dara, what
Yep.
did you do?
I did the New Year's Day and then something else at Clark's Greenway. I forgot what it was called, but I know it was in
Is it
January.
the medals race, maybe?
Yeah, one of those.
Okay, medals race.
I feel like I've done another one. Oh wait, I was supposed to do another one too, but then it got canceled because of the snow.
Yeah. So I feel like after this week, we're probably going to be able to jump like full on into
Yeah.
Multifamily Milers and like kick it this year. But I want to go back real quick and ask each one of you. So what for you, before we even started this thing, what for you did movement look like? Like, were you already serious, like workout, run, walk, all that beforehand?
I'll go.
Okay.
So I'm mostly just, just lifting. Like I got a gym out back and I love lifting. And so it's one of those deals where I'm 42 now and I know that I need the cardio in my life. So I got the air bike and I'll do that for, solid minute and a half Tabata sort of thing. But I know that I need to do more. So honestly, this opportunity when it came up, I was just like, this is perfect because I need some type of accountability for this. Most things I don't need that, but for cardio, I know that I do. And so this has helped me because it gives me a reason to actually use the cardiovascular system as opposed to just lifting all the time. So in between just the actual races themselves, but then also, quasi getting ready for them, this is it's kind of a game changer for me.
Now, Omar, tell us real quick, like give everybody a quick snapshot of who you are. Because we just jumped in. We're like, y'all are just on a conversation with us talking. But Omar, who are you? Tell us who you
Yeah, my name is Omar Parker. I just started hanging out with the multifamily community like last fall sometime, so kind of new and again, this is a reason why I really liked the multifamily milers because it's kind of like community within community. And so, I saw something on LinkedIn, I think on like a Sunday, and I think it was at the next race on a Saturday. And, I enjoy just getting out there and, running, I'm more of a 5K type guy as opposed to some of the half marathoners and marathoners that we have in the group. But, one of the things, and feel free to tell this to anybody, whoever pushes back and say that I don't run. I really don't run. Like I'm just like, I'll get out there and I will run, and this gives me a reason to do it. And so, walk, run, whatever it is. But yeah. So thanks for having me.
Yeah, super cool to have you. We're so glad you're a part. Like you're a huge part of our community. All right, Bill, give us a rundown.
No, I'll go. Bill Clements, so I felt like I was a relatively proficient runner and I was in pretty good shape, a handful of years back. And then COVID came and small children. I started over. I've got small kids. And so I got lazy, right? I started snacking. Like I started snacking like I was running. So clearly I was like a semi-professional. I wasn't a semi-professional runner. It's still a dumb analogy, but I was really good at snacking. Let me just say that. Probably better than I was at running.
What's your favorite snack? We got to stop there. Give us what's the snacking look like for you?
Does it have sugar in it? Doesn't matter. If you gave me a bowl of dirt with sugar in it, it would be a snack. It doesn't matter. It's the sugar. It doesn't matter. I was trying to get back at it. I've got a treadmill at home. And so I was trying to get on the treadmill. I feel like being out in nature with other people is better for running. I think treadmill running is lame if I'm being honest, but I was trying to get at it. I do calisthenics, I do basic workout stuff. At this point I'm 60, so I'm not trying to bulk up, cause it ain't going to happen. But I'm just trying to stay in good shape. Right. And so there were a lot of people, Seal, Misty, Dara, Allie, the people that are in the group, but Lynn Ramsey and other people that were running, and I was watching them on social media, and it was doing the thing that it's supposed to do, right? That hopefully this does, which is it was shaming me a little bit, which is okay, but it was motivating me to get off my tail and to get back at it. And it is much easier with community than to do it alone. It's just much easier. There is sometimes the solo running is good for you, I guess, in your mind, but the time goes faster, better, and then you can just decide, am I walking 3 miles? Am I running 3 miles? Am I running 5 miles? Do I want to take on, a 10K or a half marathon, whatever? I think those things are easier to mentally get ready for and to deal with when you have other people to do it with. So that's why I think this is fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like, I think that's the biggest thing is like, because we're doing it together, that's what's been so motivating is like, you may not feel like going to a race on your own, but knowing that somebody from this group is going to be there, like you get there and you start hanging out and taking pictures and all of a sudden it just changes everything.
Real quick before Dara goes, to prove that I'm lazy by nature, we talked about this last May, right? We did the first race together.
Yes.
In August, and then everybody on this call knows I came up missing again. So I haven't run a race since. So to prove that you can still be lazy when you don't want to be lazy.
But I don't think you were lazy. I think it's just life stuff.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, but you're going to win this year.
Yeah.
You're going to win this year. We know it.
Read.
Your turn, Dara.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Feel like, so I started running and then I was posting my runs on social media because I was a new runner. And so I was just kind of posting all of the like beginner stuff that you go through as a beginner runner. And then Misty messaged me and was like, your posts are making me want to start running again. So let's run together. So then her and I started running together, and then I met you, Seal, at ANC, and did your podcast, and obviously like you're very much into fitness, and I like had mentioned that I had just started running that year and yada yada, and that Misty was running, and then it just kind of took off from there of like, we should make this like a group where we all kind of meet up. And so I was already running, but that was it. That was the only type of fitness I was doing, was just running. And then since then, been starting like weight training and trying to do more like mobility stuff and all of that. So meeting up at the races has been like really helpful to stay accountable, but also for like, you know, community and connection and yeah, encourage each other. You know, we know Bill wants to come out, so we kind of all, you know, harass him to be like, come on, if you sign up, I'll sign up, kind of thing. And then with Misty, it's fun because she's like the type that will, you know, like, let's do something crazy, like a big race or something like that. And if you do something big, I'll do something big. So her, like, that's good. We have different like people in the group that are like, you know, that you'll find something from everybody. So that's, yeah. My kids are currently destroying the house, so I'm sorry if I seem distracted. It's because they're literally, I can hear them destroying the house right now, and I'm just like, we just cleaned.
I think this is a good point just to talk about, like, everybody here works in multifamily, but you also like have families and full-time careers and kids and all the things. And I think a lot of times people will put themselves on the back burner when it comes to fitness and health and well-being. So this is a way to say, hey, you don't have to put yourself on the back burner. If you make yourself a priority, it will help you manage. It'll help you with everything else in your life.
Yeah.
And the cool part about this group is we are not a run group. So we do not meet up every week. The only times we see each other than here and there at like, you know, association stuff is the fact that when we go to a race and then we don't even all run together or walk together. Like everybody's on their own.
Their own journey.
Right? Their own journey. So let's talk about that a little bit. So we last year, I can't remember the mileage off the top of my head. I think it was over 2,000 miles we all did together.
Yeah.
So this year, what is your personal goal? Like, give me what's one personal goal you have for yourself this year? Whether it's I'm going to do 5 races or I'm going to run this many miles, or what is your goal this year personally?
Mine is to be able to do a pull-up.
Okay.
So that's my goal. I want to be able to do a pull-up. And then do like more strength training stuff. I'm obviously slightly injured with my knee. So as far as running goes, I'm not doing any like big half marathons or anything like that this year. I'm just going to do like 5Ks and then work on my strength. But yeah, I want some muscles.
All right. So, I love that. That's awesome. All right, Bill.
Okay. Mine's real simple. Mine is to get in, to routinely start running 3 miles. So my goal is to routinely get back to 3 days a week of 3 miles, 9 to 10 miles a week consistently. Yeah. And then I feel like when we have a race, right, I'm in the condition to get a 5 or a 10K done, because we've talked about this. Once you get the conditioning, you can do a little bit more than what you're used to running 3 miles. You can run 5.
Yes.
You can run 6. So my goal this year is to consistently get back to regular running so that I have the stamina and the energy and the conditioning to just hit the races when we want to hit them. And then, you know, challenge myself to, like a Misty thing, like challenge myself. If I'm consistently running 3 miles 4 times a week, you know, and Misty wants to get hairy and throw a gauntlet down, then, you know, we can deal. Right, Dara?
Yes. I know if Misty wants to do something big, then I will be influenced to probably do it. But she hasn't mentioned any halves or a full. I'm definitely not doing a full, but she hasn't mentioned any halves. I do know that the big one that her and I are doing is the Spartan race.
Yes, we got that one. That one's going to be added to the calendar. That one's April 4th.
Yeah, that's what I'm training
Omar and Bill.
Mm-hmm.
The Spartan race.
That's the big one. That's the big one I'm training for this year. But that's
Bill's like, no.
Why not? It'll be so much fun.
Yeah, you talk like a young person. When you get to a certain age, you want to be damage minimal. And I know about you people with your Spartan races. I'm not climbing through your barbed wire muddy section because I'm gonna get
so
hurt.
fun.
Mine is great. Omar, come on, you rocking all that.
So what Dara just did there when she's like, yeah, it'll be so great. Like that's what happens with people who have like these, and I'll say kind of like extreme habits, extreme goals or whatever. They look at the rest of us and be like, no, it'll be great. And it's like, no, objectively, it will not be. Like I like the idea of a Spartan race, but I don't see that happening either. Like I'm doing well enough just to come run. I mean, truth be told, like at Mount Afton, like I took the chance to actually ruck that instead because I was like, yeah, I don't really want to run today, so I'll just strap weight to my back, and that gives me an excuse to run. And so again, the idea of a Spartan race, like I did CrossFit 10 years ago, and you kind of get that pumped in the brain, and it was always just like, no, I'm good. I'm good. So I'll be somewhere cheering you in person or virtually. Bill and I can sit down, have a drink somewhere while you guys are doing your thing.
Y'all could do a podcast about us doing the Spartan.
We can we can live telecast it.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
But I will say this, Seal, and I beg people to pay attention to this and to take from it what we're trying to lay down, which is, I mean, exercise for most people, not Seal. Exercise for most people is work, like mental work, like you got to get up for it. I think a lot of people realize that your body can do a lot more than it does. It's just your mind's like, I can't do that. And so what Dara is doing right here is what I love about the concept of this, which is, getting us all in the mood. Like Omar and I might not do a Spartan, but we'll come watch, and then we probably will do a Spartan the next year. But this whole camaraderie is what gets people over the mental hurdle of it being complicated. You just go out and do it.
Well, that's
a good time.
Yeah, well, and that's when people are talking about like, oh, I'm a walker. I've heard that a lot. So they act like this isn't for them, and I'm like, it's totally for you because you can still walk the 5K.
Yeah,
and if you decide you want to do intervals during the 5K, so you walk a little bit, you run a little bit, like that's the
how
same.
It starts too,
right? There's no shame in, like, I don't know why that is such a thing where it's like running's over here, walking's over here, and it can't like be together. And I'm like, that's so not the case.
Well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the 10K, which was 6 miles back in August. Okay, to prove Dara's point a while ago, and then to double down on your point about the walking and the running. So you and Eric finished that race at an average of like 8.5 minutes a mile.
Insane.
Okay. Right. I finished that race around 12 minutes a mile. So whatever, I was out running, half marathons a couple of years ago. My current pace is, 1.5 times yours. So what? So we met together before, we hung out, we did our race. At the end, we got a beer or a drink or a cup of coffee together. We had community, but it's not like you are like, I can only walk 3 miles, so I can't go join this group. No, there should be plenty of people that are going to walk it. There should be a couple of people that are going to walk it fast. That's your own challenge. Keep up. And then there's going to be some people that run it at a myriad of different, speeds. That's not the point. The point is to get in. We're not a race club, like you said a while ago. We're not a run club. Exactly. We're not all meeting to run 3 miles at a certain half an hour. It's going to be whatever.
And what's cool too is that like, Seal and Eric, when they finished, they were, waiting at the finish line for all of us. And then as everybody was coming through the finish line, we were all like kind of waiting on everybody to finish. We did that at that one in August, and I think we did that too. I know I had to leave, but I know most of everybody stayed back for the Lights and Sirens one, and waited for the last walker to cross the finish line, which is, again, how we're, building that community is we're cheering everybody on for their own individual race that they're doing.
Well, and Omar and I did it.
So important.
Yeah, and Omar and I did that at the Charlotte Marathon because he and I did the 5K together, and then we waited for him to cross for the half. Yeah, we had the best time because there was stuff going on. So we went and did the mobility stuff with the Novant.
Y'all had a whole outing while y'all were waiting for us.
I see Omar looking at me. Seal, Omar's fast, isn't he? Did he run your pace?
Absolutely not.
Oh, No, but
Absolutely
listen, that was his, was that your first or second 5K? That was
the first one recently. Yeah, that was the
yeah,
first one with
that was
the
the first one that we
multifamily miles.
met. And so we ended up hanging out after we ran that morning. And then it gave us a chance to get to know each other because
Yeah.
we just met over LinkedIn. That's how
Yeah.
I met Omar.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Took
Look,
me half a day to
if
do the half marathon. So
if you hear this podcast and you want to join us, but you're a walker, I will 100% walk 3 miles with you. Like if
oh
you're going to
yeah.
commit to come, I could care less. I'll walk it. I'm not trying to get distance, time. Some people are like, that's fine. Like, right. I had a season where I was like, no, I want to run my run and I want to beat my best time or whatever. But no, I'm in a season now that if you'll
Yeah.
commit to join our group, I'll walk 5 miles with you. I'll do whatever.
I love that.
Yeah, me too. I like that.
Yeah, that's so needed. I think that's what we're now at this point now we're just talking about is having somebody that's kind of a lead at each race or somebody that's going to like take the, the
Yeah.
reins for certain things. I think that's perfect, Bill. I think that is
Yeah.
such a great thing. And I think that will encourage so many people to go ahead and register and sign up. And I know
Agreed.
Sally Moore has signed up for the walk on coming up on the 7th.
Nice.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
love that.
I love that.
All right, Omar, going back to you real quick. What's your goal?
I didn't have one until you asked about 5 minutes ago, but I think it's going to be 5K in 25 minutes.
That's awesome.
Like-
All right, I hear
It's
you.
a good
You got
goal.
Easily
this.
do that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can
you got
easily
it.
do that.
Yeah, I'm around 29-ish minutes.
Yeah.
And so I feel like 25 minutes is doable. It's a slight push. Nothing too crazy because again, I'm not going to be out with Bill, running 5Ks a week or anything like that. But I think throughout the year with steady, one or two events with the multifamily milers, I think I can get that down to 25 minutes.
Oh, for
Okay.
sure.
I think that's awesome.
For
Well,
sure.
I think this gives everybody kind of a little overview of who we are, kind of this group. Misty's not here. She's a big part of our group. Allie's not here. She's a big part of our group, a part of the original crew. Steven and Rebecca are Raleigh. We've got a group in Greensboro that is going to start. They're more of our walking side. They're going to be part of a race in June. And I don't know. I'm just excited for this year. I think once it gets warmer, we're going to start having more people come out and join us. And we have a Facebook page that you can join. You can hit us up on any of us up on LinkedIn. We have a web page. I'll drop this in the notes that if you go to that web page and drop your information, you'll get on the email list so we can keep you updated as what's coming up. There's an entire calendar on our web page. But our next races coming up are February 7th. Then the hot chocolate race on the 14th. There's a race in Raleigh that I believe Rebecca's doing. That's it's like a run for roses in Raleigh. And then in March, there's I feel like there's almost an event every weekend if you wanted to. So
Yes.
Any last minute thoughts though, y'all, about multifamily milers, what you guys want to see this year as far as a goal for us? Any thoughts behind that?
What I think something that's been pretty cool, Seal, was just seeing like other people reach out to us to like come support like their race.
Yes,
their
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
the lights and sirens that Sally
Yeah.
invited us to, and then Lynn Ramsey asked us to come out to the Mount Afton. Like I just think that's pretty cool. It's like these are things that they are passionate about, and here's a race or a run, and
Yeah.
they go, okay, well now we've got this multifamily miler group, so ask them to come out. So I think it just helps build the community up more and more. And so I don't know. I think that's been something that's pretty cool to me.
I like
Quick
seeing
little plug
everybody-
on. No, go Derek, go.
I like seeing everybody bring their families like with them, because like you said in the very beginning, sometimes as a parent you like can put yourself on the back burner, but everybody's like been bringing their kids and their spouses, and that's really fun to see and get to kind of meet everybody, like everybody's kids and spouses, and that's been fun to see the support on that side too.
Yeah.
I don't hate that. If we get to a point where
Yeah, my
if we get to a point where kids can come, like I don't hate that at all. I think that's phenomenal.
well, Bladen's been going to almost all of them.
Yeah.
He's a founding member, honestly. At this
Yes, he is. He was like my running partner.
yeah.
What I forget,
He's
must have been
still-
Charlotte Marathon,
That
right?
was the Charlotte
Uh-huh.
one, and
Yeah.
he still talks about that. Like, and I really think that you helped him because since then he like if he's running the 5K like by himself, he hasn't been able to get to that time that he was at. So I really think you helped like push him, because he was like, I'm keeping up with this lady.
Oh, it was so funny because he was running and I saw him and I came up right beside him and I was like running next to him, smiling and laughing.
Yes.
And he didn't know what was going on.
He enjoyed that so much. And he's always asking, like, when's the next one? Is Seal going to be there? Like, yes, for sure. But
yeah, I say bring the kids. I think that's all part of it.
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of this, is that everybody can participate in one way or another. You bring a stroller. I had somebody ask if their kids, if they could use a stroller. I'm like, all races, like there are families out there.
Yeah.
Strollers. Like
there's always someone with the stroller that's really just trucking right on by me. And I'm like, wow.
Trusting people in the stroller, right? Pushing
and the 8-year-olds.
Right. Pushing what? 65 pounds with a kid in a stroller?
Yeah.
Cruising past people.
Goals.
Yeah.
But
goals, is that what you said? Goals?
Oh yeah. I did a few stroller runs, but yeah, that's some tough work right there.
Well, I know for me, the goal this year, I would love to see, I think it would be amazing if we could get 50 people participate. I think if we could show up to one race, wouldn't that be amazing if we had 50 people? And I'm talking like maybe like either show up for Around the Crown or show up for the Chick-fil-A 5K at the Charlotte Marathon, because we have all this year to plan, but I'm just planting that seed now. I think 50 people in multifamily could totally show up together. Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun?
That would be so fun.
Omar, what you're going to get for Around the Crown is Eric Smart's going to show up with no shirt on, and he's going to grin at you like you're friends, but really he's grinning because he's about to dust you.
Yeah.
It's exhausting with that guy.
It's exactly what's going to happen.
Don't let Bill fool you. Bill ran that race without running a single mile.
He really did, though. He really did. And then, like, crushed it too.
I crushed it. I crushed a lung. I crushed it.
You crushed.
Okay. Yeah, that race was traumatic for me for different reasons, but nonetheless.
No, Dara. That
you
made
have to
you
talk about it, Dara. Like, come on.
That made you a legend. I was like, I ran this with no training, and then Dara, and I'm like, no, that's the baller move right there.
That's a baller move.
No, if Around the Crown is listening, please add more porta potties. Please.
If you were a runner, it's going to happen one day.
No, for sure. I hope it never happens again, because woo. But
see, that's the stuff right there. When I hear runner stories like that, where I'm just like, yep, that's not me right there.
It'll happen to you.
I'm recreational.
Omar.
I don't have that driving dedication, the Vaseline and all the other stuff.
Yeah. Well,
a whole nother level of commitment. It's like it's like next level. But Dara's been doing it. Like you are freaking amazing because of all that you do, like all the races you and Misty have done together. But you both like push, man. Both of y'all push through. And Allie too, the three of you. Yeah. Like it's been amazing to watch your journeys and with running, and just to see like the level you're at now. And it's inspiring.
It's inspiring.
I think that I like, for me, I've always, ever since I became a mom, I've always just wanted to do hard things and like prove to myself that I can do really, really, really hard things. Like that's just, and be mediocre at it too, because I'm quite literally mediocre at every single thing I try, but at least it's some sense of accomplishment, I guess, and proving to myself that I can do hard things in life. And I think it's because I've just been through a lot of hard things at the same time. So it's just one of those things for me.
I mean, you're awesome because you're trying it, which most people are, and you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. I love that mentality.
And I'm gonna finish the race.
Yes. You finish.
Finish the race.
And then we're at the end cheering for you.
And I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm sorry. No, I'm kidding. Okay.
I think that's been the most inspiring part, is seeing each other and seeing what everybody's pushing themselves to do. And it goes back. You do have your own personal journey, but then you have the camaraderie of this group that's going to keep you on in that personal thing, whatever it is.
Yes.
That's the difference. Is so here's the thing about running for me. I started running 6 years ago, didn't understand when people said PR. My PR, I hit a PR. I'm like, what the freak is a PR?
Right.
What are we talking about?
Yeah.
And it's, it's that personal record thing. And I was like,
Yeah.
so like I hit a PR for myself last year that I didn't even know was possible. And I was like,
Yep.
okay. So then I started pushing myself harder, but it came down to that personal thing. But I knew that the group was going to be there, and the race is about the group for me.
Right.
Yeah, it's all about us.
Right.
And then you have like this little side note of like, okay, what am I going to do while I'm there? Like, what am I going to push myself next?
Yeah.
I'm so thankful for all of you, and I'm thankful for this group. And
Me too.
it's just, and two, like the relationships that have come out of it.
For sure.
Oh, and I met Omar.
I know, right?
I love it. Thank you so much. Like I said, the community within the community, and getting there on a Saturday morning and just hanging out, and I love it.
When Omar said, he was like, I met my people, I was like, oh, I love that. That made my heart so happy, because I was just like, I love that everyone feels so like welcomed, and they feel like these are my people. Like, and I feel that way too. I'm always like, whenever I'm like, this is my group, like, so, and I everybody can feel that way too. Everybody can feel that way. So
Another real quick thing, I don't know that everybody understands. Like, you can, like, if we have a race on a Saturday morning, like, just pick the 5K. The 5K is on a Saturday morning. The races are a reasonably early time on a Saturday. Literally, it's not even a third of your day. So if you're like, I don't want to take my personal time, I mean, a lot of races are going to be on a Saturday or a Sunday, because that's just how races are built. Every now and then you'll find a Wednesday evening thing. It's super rare. It's going to be on a weekend, but it's not like even a third of your day. We meet up in the morning. It's kind of like going to a kid's soccer game or a basketball game at the Y, right? It's like not that long. It's just an hour or two out of your day, and you can have some communion with us, do some maybe exercise, hang, go about your business.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're probably done by 10.
Yeah.
That's the fun. So if you want to join a fun group, this is the group. Like, jump in with us. If you even just want to, like, you're not ready to run and you just want to show up and be in the photos, that's fine too. Like, if that's come out,
Omar.
Yeah, that's fun too.
Omar, Dara, anybody other than Seal, like, why do the three of us have regular lighting, and then all of a sudden Seal's got like
she's got that
angel lighting?
Like,
I don't know. It's because of
sun's coming through.
Wait, let me turn this way.
I'm just messing
You look
with you.
angelic.
I know, it's because of the freaking. I thought recording this afternoon would be great because the lighting in my office would be good, but that's a little much, don't you think?
Seems like.
I like your canvas.
There we go. That's better. A little.
No, it's not.
Really? That was great.
Oh, that was good. Okay. Well, we'll just wrap up. This is a good time to wrap up. Thank y'all so much for being on today. Like, I feel like we've done a good job talking about multifamily milers, what you can expect. You need to join us. That's all I'm going to say. You need to join us.
Yep. Come out.
Yeah.
We're in agreement. We're going to take Misty down. Misty Haskins is going down.
Going down.
Down.
We love you, Misty and Allie, and we miss you being on the call today. But we know everybody's doing a lot of different things, and this was just really impromptu because I felt like it was important for us since it's February 1st. I can't even believe I'm saying that right now. And we're rolling into literally race season. I feel like things are going to start picking up after next weekend. So if you want to come out and join us, find one of us on LinkedIn, Facebook. I'll drop the info to drop your email and get on the list. So thank y'all for joining us.